Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Monday afternoon. Welcome into the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside Jim Hardy. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. Boy, it's been an interesting weekend, Jim. Auburn kind of bottomed out. Normally, we would take a look at the Auburn-Kentucky game, kind of break down the numbers and things and talk about that, but I don't, what's the point, really?
I think you can count to three is all you need to break down.
Auburn loses to Kentucky 10-3. I actually, did the numbers, broke down the numbers, and, for the game last week, and they were pretty close. Actually, Auburn's defense was, again, a little bit better than even the averages would show. But, it came out to a 25-13 win for Auburn.
Yeah.
And Auburn puts up 3 points. Somehow you introduce a new quarterback in Ashton Daniels, and the offense is worse.
I kind of tried to warn you last week. Everybody jumped on a Daniels train, and I said, look at what he's doing. If he was that good, he had already been in there to start with.
I don't think anybody thought he was going to be a savior, but
right.
To be even worse than you were in that situation. But anyway,
and I don't know. Truthfully, I don't know that you gave the man a whole lot of chance either, because
the offensive line was unbelievably terrible in this game.
You brought him in for a half, then you basically said, well, we're going to give Jackson a start on the back end because we're just not moving the ball.
Yeah.
Well, you moved it all the way down the field, and you got a wide receiver that jumped off sides to cause you an issue to set you back, and then Hugh says, oh, yeah, we're behind the chains on that drive. We're going to let Jackson take it over now.
Yeah.
It wasn't even the quarterback's fault.
It was kind of bizarro, but anyway, obviously Hugh Freeze is no longer the head coach at Auburn University. DJ Durkin will be the interim for now. We can talk about what went wrong with Hugh Freeze, why it didn't work in the 2 3/4 years that he was here. The question of the day, next coach at Auburn University. Who do you want and why? There are no options off the table. Who do you want and why? Anybody, that is the question of the day. So, and we'll go to the Eric McKinley Mortgage Pro hotline and welcome in Milam. Milam, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great, guys.
You've been calling for it. You've been calling for it for 3 weeks now, Milam. You finally got it.
Brother, I've been calling for it since the day he was hired. I never liked the guy. And I can finally say it's great to be an Auburn Tiger again. If I was able to drive, I probably would have drove down and rode the trees. That's how excited I was to see the guy going. I've never liked him. I've always thought he was a snake. And there's a part of me, I was joking a few weeks back. I said, the guy looks like an alcoholic to me. And then I seen a post the other day, or last night, that was talking about he spent more time at the bar at SEC Media Days. I can see that, man. Just looking at him, he looks like there's nothing wrong with having a drink. But when you run around and you throw the Bible in everybody's face and you're doing it, I have a problem with it. But that's not what I called about. What I called about is some of the names I'm hearing. Charles Kelly. Come on, guys. We got to do better than that. Charles Kelly. I mean, I love the guy, but I don't want him as our head coach. I think he's too old. We need young fire. I would love to have Summer off. We can't get him. The guy South Florida, man.
Alex
I just was listening to another show. I didn't realize he had coached under a guy that coached under Pat Dye. So there's that Pat Dye tree there. I want to see that young fire back in Auburn. Preferably, though, I want a defensive guy. I'm sick of the offensive gurus. Let's go get a defensive guy. Don't care who it is. And let's stop acting like Auburn ain't. We can't contend with the LSU and Florida. We got the money. We have the money. Let's pay the money up front and stop paying the money in the back end. I'm tired of buyouts. Pay a lot up front and get the right guys. War Eagle, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger today. I'm excited. Thank y'all.
Appreciate it, Mylan. That's as excited as I've heard him in a while. He makes great points. I've been saying that for a while myself. We have got to get out of this big buyout thing. You pay up front. I'm all for that. Give them a great contract up front, and now technically with these buyouts, the problem is it's not that you're paying extra. You're just basically paying out the contract that you signed. Mm-hmm. That was the whole start with this. That's when we started down this road with Gus Malzahn. It was the extension that they gave him in 2017, after the SEC title game. Well, we, all jumped into that. And then you had to pay him basically. It was just all guaranteed. Mm-hmm. So you fired him a couple of years into a 4-year extension or whatever it was. So you ended up paying that. So, I mean, if they end up working out the contract, you're going to end up paying the money anyway. So, but that aside, great points. Charles Kelly is a name that has been mentioned. He was an Auburn guy, that whole bit. He's doing a great job at Jacksonville State. I will say that. I think they're 5-0 in their conference and 5-3 overall, I think. But nonetheless, he is 58 years old. It seems like you keep hearing John Summerall. That is the name that is on the lips of a lot of people in and around Auburn. I've heard that name quite a bit from a lot of different sources. So talking about 43 years old. He coached at Troy, obviously did a great job there. Now he coaches at Tulane. He's got them at 6-2 right now. He is a defensive guy. I've been saying that. I think Auburn, it's in their DNA. They need somebody that's a hard-nosed kind of guy, that's a tough guy, somebody that will be. Now, offensive, defense, I don't really care about that. You can be tough on either side of the ball, but we've gone with the offensive side for a while now, and it hadn't worked. Maybe it's time to go back to the defensive guy.
Well, that's, like you're about to see with Durkin. You're going to interject that energy in there from that side. He's going to go, which he probably hasn't spent as much time over the season with the offense. He's fixing to go the other side and get in the offensive line's face and start, getting them motivated. Yeah. I think we were asking them to do too much. I mean, we document on this show a bunch of times how good at run blocking they are. When we tried to put them in pass blocking situations, we had too many options for too many quarterbacks, for too many things going on in their head, trying to figure out, okay, do I throw here? And then you got a quarterback that won't let the ball go. Yeah. So I don't care what offensive lineman it is. If you're going to hold it for 5 seconds, you can't make it happen.
All right, let's go back to the Eric McKinley Mortgage Pro Hotline. Will, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Yes. Good morning, gentlemen. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
Listen, the talk about the new head coach at Auburn and the need to have a defensive-minded coach rather than another one of these, quote, offensive geniuses, unquote. I look back and think, what would the Auburn football program be like today if they had listened to Pat Dye and hired Kirby Smart back in 2012?
It'd be a lot better off than it is right now.
I agree. And I think that's the kind of coach really they need is someone who's got the understanding that you still today have to play smash mouth football on both sides of the ball.
I'm with you. I think that I've been saying that for the last several weeks. I think that's in Auburn's DNA. That's who they are. It's tough, hard-nosed defense, run the football. It doesn't mean you can't throw it. It doesn't mean you can't be balanced, but it's a mentality that Auburn has lost over the last, say, 15 years. And I think that's the only way you get it back is to bring in somebody with that kind of pedigree as a head coach.
I agree. Well, thank you for taking my call, Jim, and hope you have a great day.
Thank you, Will. Appreciate it. All right. You got somebody on the top of your list, Jim?
I mean, I don't know. We were kicking around before the show started. I think that now here's two things I want to put this on everybody's plate too. Two ways to break this down. One is it such a bad thing if you keep Durkin? Because one, we're going to go on and say his record ain't the greatest. He's not had a great performance against top 10 teams. I think he's like 0-8. But his overall record is not that great. But it's 2
years at Maryland.
Maryland, right, of all places. He probably didn't have a lot of talent he wanted, didn't have time to build it up. Then the incident happened and things kind of fell apart.
Yep.
He's fixing to have a resume in the next 3 games. You go out and beat a top-ranked or a very high-ranked Vandy team. You turn around and beat an Alabama team. You finish this thing out 3-0. I don't know that Auburn wouldn't be doing themselves a favor to keep him and let's go spend some money, say spend $2 million on an offensive coordinator, and you're actually saving money by having a head coach that you could pay $5 or $6 million instead of 12, get a coordinator for 2. We got a pretty good little program there to start with.
All right.
There you go.
All right, we're up against our first break. 256-234-6221 is our number here. Again, the next coach at Auburn University. Who do you want and why? That is the question of the day. Again, no names off the board. Anybody that you want that you think should be the next coach, we'd love to hear it. Give us a call. Let us know. And why did things go so wrong? Why did it not work out for Hugh Freeze at Auburn? What's your thoughts? We'll be back with more right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard in Montgomery or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
L&M Pawn and Gun, located in the USA Factory Stores in Opelika, is East Alabama and West Georgia's complete gun, tactical, and pawn shop. It invites the region to shop over 500 firearms in stock, on the floor, and ready for sale at the market's best values. At L&M Pawn and Gun, we specialize in all tactical guns, equipment, and parts, including AK-47 and AR-15s. Specialized parts for tactical guns as well as suppressors and other parts you can't find anywhere. L&M Pawn and Gun has it all in the USA Factory Stores in Opelika, or shop online, lmpawnandgun.com.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Looking for hometown service and name brands you can trust? Come to Presley Appliance and Furniture. From the best choice in appliances from Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid to home furnishings, Presley's is your one-stop shop for comfort and quality. And now we've added the Mattress Shop by Serta Simmons Bedding and top-quality sheets and pillows from Caraloha. Shop Presley Appliance and Furniture on Cherokee Road in Alex City or online at PresleyAppliance.com. That's PresleyAppliance.com.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Hillary Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best-kept secret. An affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
For work or play, it's Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Silverado and Colorado's ready to roll for Chevy Truck Month. Get going in a powerful new full-size Chevrolet Silverado with discounts up to $13,500 off. Test drive the mid-size Chevy Colorados. Big performance and big discounts up to $5,000 off. People from all over the USA are coming to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. Again, 256-234-6221. Question of the day, who do you want to be the next head coach at Auburn and why? That is the question. Got some good information here. We'll talk about some different guys. DJ Durkin's going to be the interim head coach. Mm-hmm. You've got a 3-game audition here, really. He's got a leg up. Now, is he a legitimate candidate? Should he be a legitimate candidate? If he's not, do you want him back next year? Is he part of the deal? When you hire somebody else, you say, man, it would be really nice to keep this guy, because by all information, and it's clearly easy to see that the defense and the offense at Auburn right now are basically two different teams.
That's right.
I mean, Durkin is detail-oriented, and he has got them. He has got every guy on that team dialed in and on that side of the ball and playing well up to their. I mean, true freshmen are playing like experienced guys.
One of the great attributes I'm seeing on his side is you playing so many people, so many numbers, not 11. He's playing sometimes 25, 30 people in a ball game and still put those numbers up.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it goes to what you just said. He's got that group dialed in.
So everybody that I've talked to that's been at practice has talked about how the defense is so together. And Durkin is a look. I'm going to use language that I don't normally use, but I don't know any other way to say it. He's a hard ass. Mm-hmm. That's who he is.
Right.
And he demands, accountability from that side of the ball. It does not seem that that's what we've gotten on the offensive side.
I don't know if the story – I know the story's come out a lot of places, but I don't know if we've spoken about it on this show. But, he got in trouble – not in trouble, but talked to by another Auburn coach about getting on a player at Auburn practice. Did you hear about that?
Mm-mm.
He had a child on the defense that he was really, as you called him – I'm not going to say those words, but he was really chewing on somebody really well. I mean really well, like over the top, used some bad language with the child. And the story is that the other assistant coach came up to him after he was done chewing and said, hey, I get it that you're trying to coach him hard, but if that's your son, would you do that? Would you talk to him the same way? And he said, no. He said, but I'm just trying to get him. He said, no, if that was your son, would you talk to him the same way? And he said ever since they've approached him about that, he's been a different person on. When he gets on them now, he don't grind on them with the bad language. He just grinds on them to get them on the same page.
Okay.
And to me, that's a great attribute because he's coachable.
Yeah.
He helped see what his mistake was, and he changed it.
Okay. Now, I think back to, I want to go to this. I want to, first of all, and then we can get to the other. But we'll read some of your comments that are coming through. Why did it go so bad with Hugh Freeze? There's a number of reasons. I'm sure there's a lot of different things that could happen. But I don't think we got at Auburn the Hugh Freeze that we thought we were hiring.
No.
You can say, and I think that Hugh Freeze, I'm not quite as hard on him as Milan is. I think Hugh Freeze is a pretty good person. I think he made a mistake. I think he made lots of mistakes. I think he is remorseful for those mistakes, and I think he's done. He went the Liberty route, and he earned his way back to getting a job like an Auburn. Now, it didn't work out. Now, I don't think that's because Hugh Freeze is a bad guy. I think that's because, it doesn't seem to be, from what things that I'm hearing, it doesn't seem to be like he put the effort into it, or he was, he like missing meetings, and not being involved in that. You had the whole thing with Peyton Thorne. You remember the Georgia thing where, he said one thing and Peyton Thorne said that. Well, that's because he was not in the meeting.
Right.
And he was in.
Well, that's been proven.
He wasn't nearly as detail-oriented as we would hope, let's just say.
Well, and that's been, everybody made the hubble over the season about he goes out and plays golf all the time. Well, that's already come out as well. You're going to have a standing appointment every Sunday at 1:30 to go play golf all afternoon. Why are we not sitting there watching film? It's a different – Andy, if we were 7-0 or 5-2 or anything like that, I'm like, dude, go play your golf. Have a break and take it up. When you're losing, you got to put in those extra hours. Scratch the damn golf. You can play golf some other time.
And when you've got two sides of the ball that are that completely different right now, clearly, that whole offensive unit is just not putting something is not working.
Well, and that's where –
and that falls on Hugh Freeze.
What you just said also came to mind on the Peyton Thorne situation. I'm not as bad on Peyton Thorne as I was. The man was fighting the damn battle that if your coach that's trying to coach you on a Saturday is not sitting in that meeting, but he's trying to get you to run a play on Saturday that he wants you to run, and he ain't been working with you during the week, you're never going to make it.
Yeah. So now why is that? I'll give credit. I was listening. J.G. Tate said this, and it just kind of hit home with me. He said Hugh Freeze, everything that he went through with happened at Ole Miss. He thinks coming out on the other side of that, and kind of having to make amends for that and be public and having to go through that in a public way, made Hugh Freeze a better man, but it made him a worse coach. I don't know how that happened, but apparently it seems like it did. So regardless, moving forward, you got 3 games left. It sounds like Derek Nix is going to be the primary play caller. Is going to be no really big changes are going to be made. Like, Bobby Petrino was made the interim, and he basically just went in and fired everybody on the defensive side. Right. I don't think that's what DJ Durkin's going to do right now.
I'm thinking, and this is the other exception to that rule. I think when Bobby went in, he had an off week, so they had like 2 weeks.
Right.
So he told a defensive coordinator, which was an Auburn guy, to get out of town.
Yeah.
And, I'll get somebody else to do your job. I'm with you because we talked about it off air. If Nix is one of your options in the room, he's already working on that game planning every week to put those plays together. If I'm Durkin, I may have my headset on and interject every now and then to make sure we're on the right page here.
And clearly, Derek Nix has never been given a true opportunity to be the play caller, the primary play caller.
If you have a title of OC and you're not being used, it's not being used, then why have it?
So at least, give him a chance. Why not?
Yeah.
All right, we're up against another break here, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after these messages.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sense Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sense Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in Carrier Cool Cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sense Green.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell. There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes. They're installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
This is Kathy Holmes with Preparatory Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Henderson & Coker is a premier custom general contractor located in Central Alabama. With over 50 years of industry experience, Henderson & Coker has been crafting stunning custom residential and commercial spaces for families and businesses throughout Alabama and Georgia. If you're in the market for a top-of-the-line luxury home or specialized commercial work, contact the experts at 256-750-7383 and check them out on the web at hendersonandcoker.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. We're brought to you each and every day by J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. No job's too big, no job is too small, commercial or residential. Give them a call today for all your needs. J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. Also, Sensagreen, heating, cooling, and insulation for air that's cool and clean. Call on Sensagreen. They are the carrier dealer in this area. 334-487-3555. Thank you for their support of today's show. John Coley says, since we change coaches every 3 years, with the new SEC schedule, that means that there will be some SEC teams that are on the 4-year rotation that each coach never plays. So, if we keep going down this road, that's not good. Toolman says Bill Clark, his resume speaks for itself, and he wants a chance on that level. He deserves a chance. What do you have to lose? The results can't be any worse than what we have seen from the previous coaches. I think Bill Clark would have done a better job than the last 2 coaches we've had. I have no doubt about that whatsoever. I don't think he's the guy right now, but okay.
I think if you're John Cohen, you can't mess this up.
No, you cannot. This is your last shot.
Right.
Now, look, he hired the Malvos for the softball. I think that's working out great.
Yeah.
He hired Stephen Pearl. We'll see what about. Okay. I don't know if he had much choice about that, but nonetheless, that's going to be on his tenure.
Right.
He's got, that we'll see how that works out. But this is his last. You screw up a head football coach twice, you're done.
Right.
This is his last go. So I think he knows that. Now, you can do all the due diligence you want. You can investigate it. You can hire a committee. You can do all these different things, and he can be the perfect guy, and it still not work out for a myriad of reasons.
Right.
Your quarterback gets hurt every year. Talking about, somebody sent me, Buddy Justin sent me information about DJ Durkin when he was at Maryland. We always like to bring that up, how bad his record is or was those 2 years at Maryland. Well, how about this? In 2017, they started out the season with Tyrell Pigram at quarterback, sophomore quarterback, led Maryland to a 51-41 upset of number 23 Texas. Blew out his knee. Same game. Season went down the drain. The next time they had a freshman backup. He came in. He was 2-0. Beat Towson and beat Central Florida. Tore his ACL. So they had quarterback trouble at the wazoo. You can't come into a place like Maryland and trying to rebuild and have to deal with that kind of thing. So there are circumstances all over the place. Billy Napier was the perfect guy. He up-and-comer, had all this kind of stuff, ties to Florida, comes in, it just doesn't work. So to me, it's a roll of the dice no matter who you hire. Maybe it works out, maybe it doesn't. There are so many different factors that go into it. But I understand, familiarity, fit, that is something that you can't really – that's something you're not going to find on paper. Does the guy fit, Auburn?
Well, yeah, some of it you just got to get them in that interview, find out, hey, have you coached in the SEC before? Have you lived in the South before? Because it's a different world down here.
Yeah.
These guys, like people keep throwing out the Franklin name. I think there's zero chance of that. He's just not going to fit in an Auburn. He's just not that kind of guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
No Franklin.
No Franklin.
All right. Well, I think back to somebody brings up Bill Clark.
Yeah.
I think back to the position that Auburn was in when we fired Gus.
8-4 coach.
And I remember thinking, and Kevin Steele wanted the job and kind of positioned himself to take the job. And his head coaching record was god-awful.
Right.
And we looked at that, and I looked at that and said, there is no way that is settling. That is a terrible idea. And I look back on it now, where would this program be if we'd have hired Kevin Steele instead of Brian Harsin? And just let Kevin Steele keep everything together. Right. The boosters were behind him. Mm-hmm. The money was behind him. We'd be better off now, wouldn't we? Yeah,
that was a hard one to say because he'd be a defensive-minded person. So is he going to get the right offensive?
Could he go? He would have gone out, had all the money to hire a dynamic coordinator.
Yeah.
The program certainly wouldn't be worse than it would be after Brian Harsin.
Right.
We may have ended up having to fire him.
Here's the other thing, and not to completely pile on Hugh, but here's the side that's good. You and anybody else can't argue with me that Hugh didn't bring us a better roster in his 2.5 years.
Absolutely.
So the points may not show it on the field, so maybe that makes that job even more attractive for somebody to come in and go, dang, y'all already got a bunch of players there. Let's go.
Well, so there again, you got to find a well-rounded coach.
Right.
You got to find somebody, and whether he's a defensive guy or an offensive guy, he's got to be well-rounded in that the last two guys we've hired have been, you can use whatever word you want to use, derelict, incompetent, useless. But Brian Harsin was absolutely derelict in his duty when it came to recruiting. He could coach, but he was horrendous. He just didn't care, didn't want to be involved in it, wouldn't do it. Recruiting. Hugh Freeze comes in. Recruits great. Terrible offense.
Right.
Terrible. Derelict in his duty. Incompetent in offense. We've been really good defensively ever since Kevin Steele got that job and turned the defense around way back in Malzahn. Now, I don't even remember who the defensive coordinator was with Brian Harsin, but DJ Durkin picked up where they left off. Defense is fine.
Right. Well, and here's another attribute for keeping Durkin around is player retention.
Players do seem to love him.
Love him.
And they play for him, and they'll run through a brick wall for him. So that's the kind of guy. I'm kind of talking myself into DJ Durkin here.
I felt it the whole time. As long as this is the way he keeps a job, is he's got to finish it strong.
Yeah.
He can't let us fall apart.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take a break. Again, who do you want to be the next coach at Auburn and why? We'd love to hear from you. 256-234-6221. More to come right after this.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air has been caring for you and your family's comfort and safety since 1908. For a limited time, we're offering a $39 heating tune-up plus a free air quality inspection. Heating tune-ups improve the efficiency of your system, which lowers energy bills and prevents costly repairs and replacements. More importantly, check for gas leaks that are harmful, even fatal, to your family's health and well-being. Don't risk waiting another minute. Call today to take advantage of this limited time offer.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We're located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open, located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area, and they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all: Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your vehicle or boat to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your boat or vehicle the right way. Located on Highway 63, just about 2 miles from Highway 280 in Alexander City, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328.
Hi, I'm Abby Guy, Vice President at Riverbank and Trust. They say that most banks offer the same products, but Riverbank offers something most can't: personal connection. We love getting to know our customers by name and making them feel special with every interaction. It's a feeling of warm hospitality you won't find anywhere else. Experience it for yourself.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin, comfort for life.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. 256-234-6221. Here we are yet again talking about a new head coach coming into Auburn. Hugh Freeze obviously let go. Now, there was, I think it was initially reported that there was some kind of negotiation with the buyout. At least I think, was it Mike G, I think, reported it initially that there was some talk after the Missouri game about negotiating a buyout, and he rejected it. And then he came back and he even gave a number. I don't know. I'm not going to put that out there because I don't know exactly what it is, but perhaps it's a negotiated buyout. I don't know. I haven't seen that officially, and I'm not even sure we'll see it officially. But at least that is something. Whether he stepped down or whether he was going to be fired, one or the other. You can't have a game like that Kentucky game and not. That made it easy, at least for nothing. If nothing else, sitting through that garbage for 3 hours, it made it easy for the decision for the rest of the year, for sure.
I think if it was ever in doubt, like they were maybe it was already in the plans, we'll just wait till the bye week and fire in the bye week. You didn't have a choice after 3 points in one of the worst teams in the SEC.
No.
You don't have a choice.
All right, we were talking the Auburn offense scored 7 points, 1 offensive touchdown against the 2 worst defenses in the SEC. Correct. I said I got something even better for you.
Go for it.
Think about this, Jim. Against New Mexico State in 2023.
Yeah, 21 to 10 or
31 to 10.
10, yeah.
Against New Mexico State.
Yep.
Vanderbilt in 2024, which was a 7-6 Vanderbilt team.
Right.
I think and against Kentucky and Arkansas. The Auburn offense has scored 2 touchdowns. In those 4 games, the Auburn offense scored 2 touchdowns. Against New Mexico State, Vanderbilt, Kentucky, and Arkansas. And none of those defenses were in the top 80.
No.
They were above. They were, in the 80s or 60s, 70s, 80s, 100, something like that.
Yeah. Well, you could even throw the Cal game in there. The first one he coached over there, what did we get, like 14?
We had 14 points in that, but a miracle. But against, just think about that. Yeah. Against the Auburn offense in 2.5 years, they scored 2 touchdowns against those 4 teams.
Yeah,
horrendous defense.
New Mexico State is a game that you should be padding stats, not taking them away.
Just all right. Odds to be. This is per Bet Online. Odds to be the next head football coach at Auburn. Kenny Dillingham right now 3-1. John Sumrall 7-2, so he's the leader in the clubhouse.
You're right.
James Franklin 4-1.
Wow.
Brent Key at Georgia Tech 15-2.
Okay.
Jimbo Fisher 15-2. Ryan Silverfield, who is the head coach at Memphis, he is a 9-1 favorite.
This is, before you continue with that, that is one thing I would love because he's got a hell of an offensive line coach over there that I'd love to have.
Who's that?
That is one Kendall Simmons.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Super Bowl All-American Auburn.
Who was an analyst at Auburn for years.
That is correct. Bring him on.
Yeah. Eli Drinkwitz 11-1. Gus Malzahn 12-1. The Redux, I don't think so. Dan Mullen, there's your boy.
That's right.
14-1.
See?
John Gruden, 16-1. Glenn Schumann, defensive coordinator at Georgia, 18-1. And Clark Lee, head coach at Vanderbilt, 20-1.
Yeah.
So that's the other boy, Cole Kubelik, put that out there.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, that was his tweet from Bet Online. So. Good grief. Gus Malzahn going 12-1. That's where are we? What are we doing here? What are we even thinking? All right, I got 17 names down here as far as head coaching possibilities. One of these guys is going to be a big time winner. I don't know I don't know which one it will be. But
who's going to win the job?
Yeah, I'm just saying they'll go on to win big time. Somebody will. Maybe it's John Sumrall. Maybe it's Alex Golish. Maybe it's Glenn Schumann. Maybe it's Kelly Dillingham. Maybe it's Rhett Lashley. Maybe it's Clark Lee. Maybe they're going to get maybe it's Ryan Silverfield. They're going to get a bigger job and they're going to win big somewhere. It may not be at Auburn. I don't know. But I know how do you parse through all these names and how do you figure out who's the right guy at Auburn?
Right.
Well, that's why you get paid big bucks as the OC,
and while you're waiting
athletic director
through 17 names, you got 12 other teams trying to get those same 17 names.
Yeah, Florida's vacant.
Yes.
Arkansas is vacant. LSU's vacant. Penn State's vacant.
Yes, Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech, UCLA.
Yep.
There's a lot of teams out there that are still leading the coach. Oklahoma State, by the way.
And I don't think it's long before Kentucky's vacant.
That's true, brother. You don't think he saved his job with that big win?
Not when he leaves next week.
We got to take a break, but we'll be back with one final segment right after this.
At Central Alabama Community College, We provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, TAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carry or cool cash rebates. Visit Sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Buying a home or property can be the biggest investment of your life. The Wisdom Firm is licensed to close any property purchase in the entire state of Alabama. The offices on both Bank Creek Drive in Auburn and Highway 49 South at beautiful Lake Martin. The Wisdom Firm has you covered. Give Travis and his team a call at 334-826-0722 or check them out at www.auburnlegal.com for all your real estate closing needs. No representation is made that the quality of legal services is greater than the quality of legal services made by other attorneys.
Central Alabama. This is our home. It's where we work, where we play, where we raise our families and grow old. And in the unfortunate event we become sick with cancer, thanks to UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center, this is where we heal also. We have invested in new technologies and expertise so that now we're able to treat all sorts of cancers and you never have to leave Tallapoosa County. UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center. Compassionate, convenient, collaborative cancer care right here at home.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state, options selected by customer availability. Eligibility may vary.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Monday afternoon. A subject we'll be talking about, no doubt, for, well, the next probably 3 weeks or so, 3 or 4 weeks until we finish up the regular season. What's going to happen to this team moving forward? under DJ Durkin. You got a game on the road against a team in Vanderbilt that really got handled a little bit in the first half of that Vanderbilt-Texas game, but then came back, stormed back. If they'd had probably a little bit more time, they probably would have won that game. They ended up losing 34-31. But they're a formidable opponent. As you're going to Nashville, you get a week off, then you take on Mercer, then you have the Iron Bowl. Mercer, not a bad team. But nonetheless, again, I think this is an audition for DJ Durkin. If he goes 0-3, though, I mean, I don't know. I mean,
here's another side of this coin that we haven't even scratched yet. We can scratch it on another show. Is time frame. Because if you wait too long, like you're trying to go after somebody, say that's a possible playoff team or longer, you've missed the portal.
Yeah.
And a coach coming in can't miss the portal. He'd have to play with what he's got.
True.
So I think there may be a little urgency to go ahead and be weighing it out, going, okay, can we get Summerall? Can we get Durkin? Let's get Durkin and move on. Let's get Summerall and move on. Because if you weigh all the factors, like I said, player retention, he's your guy. But
that's the one thing you don't have to worry about with James Franklin or Alex Golish or John Summerall. Those guys are going to be in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. Well, Franklin. Franklin's done.
Yeah, and South Florida's not going to the playoffs, and
correct.
Neither is Tulane.
Well,
but now, Kenny Dillon. I don't think Arizona State's going either.
No, I don't think so.
6-3. But
let me throw you some YouTube names out there. YouTube crowd is wanting Jeff Brom,
at Louisville.
Summerall. Cam Newton has a vote.
I don't see that happening.
Kiffin has a vote. Another Kiffin.
I'd go. I mean, look, Kiffin might be the first call you make to say, look, I realize they just offered you an extension, but we offered you last time. What would it take to get you here? And if he says he's got some interest, then I think that's probably the first guy you call.
I mean, it'd be hard for me, especially knowing what you and I've talked about up there, as well as
if he's
DJ are very
if he and DJ, he knows how good of a defensive coordinator DJ Durkin is.
Right. So, all right, you got one that says DJ, and he helps keep players like Xavier Atkins on the team. Keep going down through all this banter here. Bill Clark. Kevin Steele.
No,
Gruden.
Not Kevin Steele. I was just making a point. We should have hired him. We would have been better off than hiring Harsin. That was the only point I was making.
Okay. Gruden.
John Gruden. I mean, okay.
Todd Monken.
Okay. Todd Monken was the OC at Georgia, and then now he's in the NFL.
That's correct. That was another name, actually, you had it on your list I was kind of intrigued with, is Joe Witt Jr. Is off in left field people's not talking about.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's never been a head coach as far as I know.
Right.
That would definitely be from out.
That would be breaking down. Vandy's OC, they didn't put the name.
Okay.
So I don't know who he is.
I don't either.
One person said Dumbo Fisher. And I already know how you feel about that.
I don't like him, but he'd be better than what we've had.
Rhett Lashley is on the list.
Okay.
Dillingham is on the list.
Yeah.
Joe Brady has just been added to the list.
Was the OC at LSU when they won the national title.
That's right.
He's been in the NFL ever since.
Yep.
Okay.
So that is your YouTubers and their list of who they're thinking.
Well, like I said, nobody's off the board. I
would say Cam Newton's off the board.
That's right. Cam Newton's off the board. I agree with that. We'll say that for sure. Glenn Schumann, DC at Georgia.
Yeah.
He's only 35 years old.
Yep.
But he's going to get a head job here.
Is he the next Dan Lanning?
Is he the next? That's a good question. I think everybody. Brent Key, nobody mentioned him, the Georgia Tech coach.
Yep.
Now, he is a Georgia Tech guy. Would it be hard to get him out of there? Sure, it would.
Mm-hmm.
Fran Brown, he's a hard-nosed kind of guy, but he's been at Syracuse. He did a great job. I think they won 10 games at Syracuse last year. Having a rough year this year because, again, they lost their quarterback. And, that's a big deal. That can sabotage the season. So, Eli Drinkwitz, I didn't hear anybody mention him from Missouri.
I think that's a waste.
You think that's
do you
a
really want
waste?
to? In his mind, is he making a lateral move? Because you're in the SEC and Auburn.
To me, Missouri to Auburn is not a lateral move.
In our
Never
mind,
will
but
be a
in
medal.
his.
I don't think it. I don't think it's in anybody's
Look at how many
mind.
losing seasons we've had in a row.
I'm aware.
It's like the song I sent you over the weekend. The War Eagle ain't the War Eagle in Auburn right now. It ain't the same.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for us. Thank you so much for being with us. We'll be with you tomorrow as well. For he's Jim, I'm Andy. So long for now, everybody. We'll talk again soon.